Good morning. While I'm having my coffee this morning, I wanted to have a quick chat because yesterday I was writing some information for you, which is going to be available really soon as a free download. And it's called Three Things Not to Do If You Want to Make Sales. So one of the things that I mention in there is about how you display and showcase your products. So particularly, for instance, if you're a yarn dyer or anything that you're making as a product to sell, you want to be taking really fantastic photos. So in my download, I go through a number of different things about setting it up and having a great background and good lighting and so on. But one of the things I mention is about taking lots of pictures. So once you've gone to the effort of setting yourself up to take some photos, don't just put the product in front of the camera, snap it, and then move on to the next thing. You want to maximize the opportunity of taking loads and loads of photos from lots of different angles, some really close up, some distance shots, some showing the product in use. So here's an example. So this is an absolutely beautiful skein of yarn that I bought quite a while ago, actually, through Instagram. This is from Peak District Yarns. So a quick shout out to Carrie. This is called Sherbet Pips, and I saw it on her Instagram, fell totally in love, and I bought 2 skeins then and there. One of the reasons was that she showed me a carousel of photographs that showed it in different formats. And that helped me visualize what it was going to be like when I actually had it in my hands and wanted to make something out of it. So you can see in this form, it's beautiful shades of different sort of almost rainbow colors, and they look gorgeous in the skein. But for a lot of people who aren't necessarily used to buying in the skein, who may be your target customers, it's hard for them to visualize what happens next. So perhaps your next photo could be the same skein once it's been wound into a cake, and then you can see the difference that shows, okay? And that's going to help your customers understand a little bit more about where they go once they receive this, in terms of what it's going to look like, but also the fact they need to wind it into a cake to be able to knit from it. And then you might want to start knitting a sample. That doesn't have to be a full-on pattern like I'm doing, even just a little gauge square, perhaps with a couple of different stitches, obviously definitely stocking stitch, maybe some garter stitch as well, to show them that when the yarn is being worked, how it's going to look. Because the difference between this to here is fascinating, and your customers are going to be more likely to buy from you when they can see what this may turn into. So that's just a very quick tip for today. Hopefully you'll find that useful. And remember, this is just one thing in quite a packed free download that's coming your way of lots of different ways to make sure you get great sales.